Hey, it's Harley J, and in this video I'm going to be going through a list of my favourite songs from the soundtracks in Dangan Ronpa and all of its respective games in anime. Personally, I believe that the soundtrack is one of the biggest strong points of the Dangan Ronpa series, and when playing every game and watching the anime, it really makes me appreciate all of the hard work and dedication that goes into the series, and definitely helps set the moods for each instalment. For each song, I'll be going through my reasonings, personal opinions, and a little clip of each song. Obviously, this is all my own personal views and opinions, so even if you disagree, please be respectful in the comments. At the number 10 spot is Welcome to Despair, as seen in Trigger Happy Havoc, Super Dangan Ronpa 2, and another episode. This song, to me, is one of the first songs that jumps to me when I think about the hours I've spent playing these games, and I find that it sets the tone perfectly. Being a very thin piece and featuring heavily with the twinkly lighter sounds on top of the echoey and darker sounds really encapsulates how empty you feel when the song plays, as it's usually at a time when something bad has just happened, like after a trial. It's definitely fitting of the name Welcome to Despair, as it's so hollow and disturbingly peaceful and really gives that creepy and depressing aura that perfectly fits with the mood. At number 9 on my list is quite the opposite from the previous one, and is Welcome to Dangan Island from Super Dangan Ronpa 2. This song appeals to me in all the different ways from the last song, as instead of depressing you, it really gets you hyped and energetic and ready to start the game. As it's featured towards the beginning of the game mostly, it's the perfect way to get you excited to carry on with this new game and new song, and a new set of characters to know and love. For me, this song represents the new beginnings and styles that the second game took in comparison to the first game, and helped set a different atmosphere than the beginning of the first game, which I think was a necessary factor when setting up a new game. Number 8 is Underground Trial, as seen in Dangan Ronpa and Super Dangan Ronpa 2. This song is similar to the last song for me in the sense that it sets up the energy and hype for what's to come. In this case, this builds up the anticipation and tension for the trial that's about to come, and is perfectly timed in that way, as it's used right between investigating and beginning the trial, so it helps you get in the mood after a more gruelling investigation from before. All of the mystery and sleuthing is going to pay off with the trial, and this song playing in the pre-trial prep is the perfect way to think, right, this is going to go down, and I love it for that. Number 7 on my list is Ultra Despair Girls from another episode. This song is ridiculously catchy, and I find myself humming it around my house even without meaning to. For me, this song was a breath of fresh air in a franchise that had used a lot of the same styles and songs from the other games, so this more jazz and groove song really helped show that the artistic styles between another episode and the other two games are completely different, which I believe is really interesting. The new sound, styles, gameplay mechanics, everything is shown through this song being shown to us right at the beginning, and I just really love the tune, it's so damn catchy. Number 6 is the Dangan Ronpa Super Mix, as seen in Super Dangan Ronpa 2. The reason I put this song on my list instead of Trigger Happy Havoc from the first game is that this song is a new and improved version of the original, and personally I much prefer it. When you hear this as the opening of the second game, it begins the exact same way as the original did, which hits you right in the nostalgia feels. But when that awesome electric guitar steps in and absolutely shreds, you get that feeling of punk rock badassery, and you're ready to run into this game head on and experience this new and improved experience. It's sort of symbolic to how the two games work in comparison with each other. It still has the core elements that feel the same, but the second one puts its own spin on it and expands on it where the first game wasn't able to. At number 5 on my list is Mr. Monokumas Lesson from Trigger Happy Havoc and Super Dangan Ronpa 2. I'm quite biased towards this song simply because of where it was featured in the first game, the Monokuma Theatre. To me, those segments were always so funny, and such an essential comedic break that this song quickly became one I associated with genuine laughter and the more fun elements of the game. It's also one of those catchy tunes that you can't help but hum along to when you're watching those little Monokuma theatre sections, and I just love the genuine enjoyment I get out of those sections and this song. Number 4 is Repulsion, Cross Swords from Super Dangan Ronpa 2. This song is so warped and distressed that I think it really shows how messed up the characters of this game are. When you're facing off against the other characters and the high-pitched, disturbed electronic sounds are playing, you feel slightly uncomfortable with how it sounds, and I really like that. It's more risky and on edge, which is definitely shown in the cross sword sections of the game, so I think this song is the most perfect one for any particular game mode, and especially for this game where the characters and plot lines are a little more warped and damaged than in the first game. And whenever I think of the perfect song to summarise the mood of the Dangan Ronpa series, this song always springs to mind with its unique style. Number 3 is Miss Monomi's Practice Lesson from Super Dangan Ronpa 2. This song is much more light-hearted and bubbly, which gives it more of a personality, and when matched with the character of Usami/Monomi, it's perfect for the tone needing to be set at the beginning of the game. Much like the opening song, this song gets you excited and raring to go for this new game, but it's also a little comical, as when the character of Usami is first introduced, you have no idea how to react to how ridiculous she is. And this song shows that ridiculousness and energy that Usami brings to the game. The runner-up and the number 2 spot on my list is It's a Kid's World from Another Episode. This song highlights in so many ways how truly messed up Monica and the rest of the Warriors of Hope really are. The innocent children's tune, coupled with their despair-filled words, makes a perfect blend of twisted irony and emphasises just how screwed these kids are. The happy-go-lucky tone to the tune is just so out of place that it fits the environment exactly, and I believe it was put there to make you question, doubt, and feel uncomfortable with the whole situation, which makes it work with the Warriors of Hope and their absolutely twisted and demented ways, which is made ironic by the innocent childlike song playing around them. Plus, it's another one of those catchy hum-along songs, and I'm a sucker for those. And finally, number 1 on my top 10 songs from Dangan Ronpa list is the theme to Dangan Ronpa 3, The End of Hope Speak Academy Despair Side. Even though it hasn't officially been released in the soundtrack, this song is so catchy and telling of the despair side of the anime so far, and I'm in love with it. It's more a complex poppy tune and is surprisingly light for the despair side, but does fit with the opening title's unique artistic style. The lighter pastel colour scheme in the opening correlates with this brighter song, and I think it sets up this new series in a very interesting way, as it's very different from how I expected it to be, i.e. it's not filled with death and destruction, and for that reason it's a memorable sequence, and the song that comes with it is also equally lovable. So, let me know what you think. What are your favourite songs in the soundtrack? Would your list be different from mine? Leave me a comment and I'll see you next time.